is going on, Buffalo State Hockey? My name is Evan Harrington alongside Bengals head coach Steve Murphy for another episode of Mondays with Murph. This one is being recorded the day before the Bengals are back in action here at the Buffalo State Ice Arena up against the Brockport Golden Eagles on senior night. But first, before we get into everything, Murph, how you doing?
Doing good, Evan. Another episode here, final 2 weekends, so comes quick.
That is indeed the final 2 weekends of the regular season, and this weekend is a very important one. But before we get into the actual matchups of everything, tomorrow is senior night. It's a very important staple of the season, obviously honoring the seniors that will be moving on after this year. The seniors, Timur Gavrilovich, Nick Stuckless, Parker Allison, and Jackson Barrett. So obviously those four seniors, just talk about them and what they've meant to the program.
Yeah, no, I mean, you said it. It's just it's a night kind of for the whole team to honor them and just the work that they've put into the program over the last couple of years. Obviously, Parker and Timur have been here for 4 years, and they played a large part just in our program. And Jackson and Nick have been here for 2-3 years as transfers. So just good opportunity for a lot of their families to come and kind of see their final home game in a Buff State jersey, and then kind of just celebrate them afterwards with kind of a little dinner and banquet, stuff like that. But most importantly, trying to get them a little farewell win. So.
All right, so now moving on to the game itself, Brockport. They are just a little bit below you guys in the standings at this point in time. It's a SUNYAC matchup, points on the line here. A very familiar opponent. Just talk about the game itself and the importance of it.
I mean, it's we've got a game in hand over them, and we've got a 1-point cushion over them. But this is essentially, probably your playoff lives right here. Last home game of the regular season, and then we go on the road for 3 tough matchups. So, your playoff lives or our playoff lives could kind of all boil down to tomorrow night at 7 o'clock. And so, and I'm sure that they're saying the same thing in Brockport too. So, it'll be as intense as ever matchup. I think the winner of the game probably or at least gives themselves the best opportunity to make a playoff. So it's not a game that you have to have it. You need to have it, but it's a game where you've got to be close to perfect as possible. And if there's ever a time to play your best hockey of the year, it's tomorrow night. So.
And speaking of playing the best hockey of the year, you guys are playing another very tough opponent against Geneseo on the road, another SUNYAC matchup. Again, another very familiar opponent. Just talk about Geneseo and how good of a team they are. Yeah,
I mean, they're obviously, high-octane offensive team. They're a top team in the country for a reason. I think they play well on both sides of the puck, and it's most certainly a tough spot to go into and play. Not impossible to go there and beat them by any means, but it'll be tough. And again, I think our focus just has to remain with Friday night. I think we've kind of boiled it down to our magic number is, provided we can win tomorrow, our magic number is probably 4. So if we can take care of business in that, we put ourselves 2 points away from probably securing a playoff spot, and then we'll try and obviously get that done on Saturday against Geneseo. But it'll be they're shooting for first place, and in our conference we're going for a playoff spot, so I think it'll be another highly contested SUNYAC matchup.
So obviously we know these are the final 2 weeks of the regular season here, and the team has not clinched a playoff spot yet, so it's kind of playoff mode right now. So almost every game is like a playoff game going forward in a sense. How do you kind of instill that message to the team, knowing that the playoffs are right around the corner, but it's almost starting with these final 2 weekends?
Yeah, I mean, it's just, again, we've kind of addressed it all week that, it's unfortunate that we're kind of in this position, but I think, ultimately we've done it to ourselves, and now we've got to dig ourselves out of this, and, we've got 4 games left, but again, I think if we focus on all 4 games, then I think that's the wrong way to look at things. We should just be focused on tomorrow night and getting 2 points, do whatever it takes to beat Brockport in regulation and to get 2 points and try and create some distance between us and them in that 6-7 spot as far as falling out of the playoffs. So Yeah, it's a massive challenge, and we'll see if our group's ready to handle it.
All right, that has been another episode of Mondays with Murph with myself, Evan Harrington, and Bengals head coach Steve Murphy. You guys can tune in this weekend as the Bengals take on the Brockport Golden Eagles at home tomorrow for senior night at 7 p.m. and then on the road Saturday against Geneseo. Just want to say once again, thank you for tuning in to every episode of Mondays with Murph, and we'll see you guys next time.